folks, Craterz here. As you can see, we're going to do something a little different in this episode because, well, I was talking about this. I actually already have done the intro here, and this is going to take a few minutes, so please be patient with me. And discussing the 1.8.5 patch and the possibility of it breaking our save, or at least having issues in our save that we have going on right now in the 1.8 playthrough of the survival, Empyrion Galactic Survival. And I just started up Steam to redo it a little bit because I was tired. I was a little incoherent at points, and anyway. And so last night, while I was sitting on the couch watching TV with the wife, I noticed that 1.8.5, which is build 3859, was released. And it was released, as you can see here, on August 1st, on Monday. And right now it is Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Wow. Okay, so this was a couple days ago. It's already 6:30? No kidding? Jeez, what time flies when you're busy. Anyway, so there are a bunch of changes, as you can see, including there's a new scenario is called Stranded at Nemesis, where you start out on a destroyed UCH ship and have the task to rejoin the fleet. And how you do that is up to you, because there are several possible ways. And then you got a little winky face right there, and then they are curious about how you go about mastering this challenge. We may take up this challenge at some point, but we're not going to do it in this series because this series is all about surviving the 1.8 if we can. But some of these changes have to do with the work in progress scenario. So if you do play that, expect some issues, I guess. They added a Asteria destroyer to that scenario, dialogue system stuff, traders and a POI, but I'm not going to read through all of these. You can see them. You can see them for yourself on the Empyrion Steam page, as you saw me pull up in the background here. And let's get the channel logo off the screen. That might help just a little bit. Okay. But the biggest thing that concerns me is this disclaimer right here, and I have not actually looked through all of these to see if there were any more that were potentially game-breaking, but there are several that pop out at me and go, huh-oh. But all the changes made to Skillon will not apply in an ongoing save game. A new start on Skillon is required to see the changes. Now, we haven't been to Skillon as of yet in our series, because Craterz talks too much. So it's potentially not an issue, but like I said, I've seen some other things in here that are concerning, including in the fixes down here, which we'll get to in just a second. So we, in this episode, are going to start from scratch. We're going to use the same seed number. We're going to rebuild the world basically just how it was. And because we are using the same seed number, everything should basically be the same. There's going to be, differences, but not vastly different. So some of the other things that I found concerning is they've added a conclusion summary when all 16 Tales of Tash, which should not be a problem. The Skillon things are concerning, even though we haven't been there. And they've added more infected warriors to dig site terminus to make the POI a little more interesting. Added a turret robot to a lower level of supply bunker. Great. All right, enough of those. Apparently, they've updated the Viewplex web view and insert image here. I think that is the thing in the middle of the tutorial stuff that shows a little video or something, or the ladies talking or some crap. I believe that's what that is. I'm not entirely sure, so don't take my word for it. And then they got a ton of fixes down here as well, including non-airtight blocks becoming airtight. Like stone? Oh, that'd be great. Can I have that one back, please? Most traders had no items in their inventory list, or had empty lists. That's not very good. We haven't run across many traders, so that hasn't been a concern, really. But if we start from scratch, that'll definitely be fixed anyway. And some of these other things that are somewhat interesting. Like they made the rocks have, they fixed. Titanium rock resource was set to have wrong hit point scale. Great. Opening pod loot had metal sound effect. I didn't notice. I killed a few. Not on camera, though, so y'all didn't see that. Super fertilizer could not be completed in Quest NPC. Haven't gotten that far. Frame module concrete did not have advanced base building tutorial. Really? That would have affected us. I don't remember. I think it had. Anyway, so you can read this at your leisure, or you can go to the Steam page and look at it there, or you can go to Empyrion's website, link down there below in the description, and look it up for yourself on their own website. I think this is a fairly complete list. And there's a link here how to get to, I think that, yeah, that's the patch notes, I believe. But I find some of these concerning, so we, like I said, are going to start from scratch. And I've already gone through around and gone around and taken screenshots of everything we've had in our inventories of the HVs, our shelter, and the bunker, which is all the stuff we have gathered up to the end of episode 6 and beyond a little bit, because I went out and gathered some more stuff in preparation for this episode, which has gone to right in the crapper. And then this morning, 1.8.6 has come up. Just, oh, fantastic. I'm just, Eleon, I love you. I swear. All right. Fixed planets calling too early. Let's see. Related to lights, light blocks cannot be colored. Heavy windows, texturing issues, motion sensor and light barrier visualization disabled in survival mode. Thank you. That explains a couple things I've seen. Invisible NPC spawners cannot be removed or interacted in creative mode anymore. Why? All right, whatever. So none of these really concern me, but the ones in 1.8.5, quite a few of those concern me. So we're going to take this opportunity. We're going to use this as an opportunity. Let me get rid of it. Let's start the game here. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, 1.8.6. It has been updated to this. And like I said, I've gone around and gathered... we can just hop in the game real quick, see if it is broken. It shouldn't affect anything, I hope. Should be okay. I mean, it'll probably run just fine, but we know that there are issues with the point update of 1.8.5, and we don't want those issues. So here we are. Where are we? I don't know. Oh, we're back on Akua. So yeah, let's turn on a light here, because I came back in between episode 6 and episode 7 to do some things. I forgot what. I think part of it had to do with the map. I hadn't discovered all of the deposits yet, so I ran around and did that, found the last one. I did that on the other planet as well. It's a little foggy out. Is that new? But we did run around and took screenshots of all of the materials and stuff that we have, both at the supply bunker, at the shelter, which doesn't have a whole lot left anyway, in our own inventory. So we have all of that, and what we are going to do is make use of some of these things like this. So there is a console, like in most games, there's always a console in here, and there's a thing that's called item menu, and you just type IM for short, and that's going to bring up enable item menu. So now we got all of the things available to us, including all of the turrets and the color tools and the texture and color tool. I don't know why these are still here. They're not even in game anymore. That's the old one, if you didn't know. The drill, the epic drill is in here somewhere, if I can see it quickly. Yeah, there it is. Still need one of those. There it is. No, let's not do that. Trash it. And we got a trash can we can dump stuff in as because like we got 7 multi-charges. So when we start a new game, we'll just come down here and grab 7 multi-charges. So to replace those, and there's shotgun shells and all the fun stuff, and the whatever meager Ooh, posters. I forgot about those. Medical supplies that we might have, which isn't a lot. All the materials that we currently have. And such and such. So you get what I'm saying? So we are going to do that. Unfortunately, oh, let's shut the item menu back off before we also may make use of the creative menu, which may allow us to bring in, or I'm not going to bring in that. Let's just bring in this thing. Yeah. So the creative mode, we can just grab a blueprint and just drop it in. We don't have to build any, we don't have to gather the materials and put it in the factory. We just get it. Oh, jetpack's off. Right? Oh, it's the other thing in the creative menu when you have that on. Your jetpack is a jetpack. It's not a booster anymore. I wish they would just enable that permanently and just put a fuel to it. Makes sense to me, but whatever. So we're gonna do things like that to do that. Let's turn the creative mode off. We can delete the last. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to start a new game anyway. I was going to delete this thing out of existence. There's a way to do that as well. So, that's going to be it. So we're going to get into a new game, and if there's anything different from episode 1 through 6, I will bring you back on camera and show that off. But otherwise, I am just going to push through it. And although there are ways, if you type help, you can see all of the commands. There are ways to give yourself experience and levels, but I am not going to do that. I'm actually going to play through up to the point of where we are at the end of episode, well, where we are now, basically, but at the beginning of episode 7. I'm not going to say end of episode 6, because I did go gather some materials and did some things off camera in between then and now. But there are ways to get XP. I think it's give XP, give stuff to player. I forgot where it is. It's in this list somewhere, and I'm not gonna take too long, waste any more time trying to find it. Oh, aha! I don't know why I can't find it anymore. It used to be different. I swear. It's been a while since I've looked at the console commands. But this level here, you can modify the level experience points or upgrade points for the current player. And we can do that to ourselves. But I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably just going to play through. It's going to take a bit of time to do it, but not 6 hours worth, because we got 6 episodes, each one roughly an hour long, and then plus time in between for preparing for the next episode. So I probably got 12, 15 hours, something like that, into the series so far, and rebuilding it from scratch is going to take us a little time, so let's get out of that. But it's fine. So let me get started and get to it, and I'm going to use the screenshots of all the stuff we have, and I will show them on screen and insert picture here. And so you don't see I'm kind of cheating, but not cheating too badly. I'm just bringing us right back to where we are at this moment in the game. All right? See you in a bit. So for starters, here we go. We're going to start a new single game. Oh, I love doing this. We're going to change our seed, which I paid no attention to. I did go look it up. And we're going to set that so it should be the same. Everything should be identical for the most part. We're going to go back into our difficulty settings here. We're going to set this to rich and plenty for the YouTube series. And set the check mass and volume to be true and the CPU points to be true, because I feel those should be true by default, but they're not for reasons I don't know. And then we're going to go ahead and start. And then we're going to crash land on the planet. Once again, we probably won't crash in the same exact spot, which is fine. But we should be close to the obelisk anyway, somewhere where the survival camp, I think it was called, was located at. So as soon as the game... There we go. Where are we? Actually, we're not too far away. Yeah, there's the obelisk over there. We built our shelter right over there. We're actually pretty close to where our thing was. Now, let's see if the little tutorial is any different than what it was in episode 1. So you get a good glimpse of redoing episode 1. Fabulous, huh? Gonna do a thing? Hello? Oh, there we go. Wait. Doing something?
Emergency situation detected. Robinson Protocol UCH001A initiated. Do you want to activate the tutorial help information system?
Sure.
Pick up all devices, items, and tools around the crash site.
Okay, got it.
Find edible plants and...
All right, we got that. Activate, pick up, and read checklist. Oh, there's a checklist now. Well, that's new. As you can see on the right-hand side of the screen there, pick up and read. Survival tool, survival tent, a detector, energy bar, bandages, and a flashlight, which is at our feet. Well, there's... Oh, it's buried. Okay. Now we got our tent. And let's go ahead and pick them up in the order that they are on the list for no apparent reason.
The survival tool has 3 basic modes.
Thanks. Defense. We got that too. We understand. We understand. And if you want to see that in its entirety, because that's really no different than what it was previously in episode 1, so you can go look for that. We got our energy bar detector. We need our energy bars. That's not energy bars. We got a couple of those. We got a couple bandages and a flashlight. Great. And we're going to put those in our inventory the way I prefer to have them and sort our inventory by item type. Thank you very much. Stick the tent over there and our survival tool over there. Okay, first steps are completed of the Robinson Protocol. You should now start to explore your surroundings, mine and harvest plants and wood. Sorry, something was beeping around the house. I should go investigate. But anyway, so I'm going to run around and level up and do things the hard way and get all of our tokens that we once had from discovering new materials like the silicone here. But right at the moment, see, we just got a new token. I'm going to enable the item menu and get this started off right at scratch. Right at the beginning here, hit H, and what we want is a drill, because we did have a standard drill, which is right here, and we had a multi-tool, not a tier 2. Where's the multi-tool? We can filter it. There we go. There's a multi-tool and some multi-charges. We'll just grab a couple of them for now, and let's just search for charge altogether. Let's get a couple drill charges, and that's fine. And we can escape out of that. We're going to turn... Oh, we're not going to turn that off yet. Hit H, and we're going to suit. Armor. If I can spell correctly. We had light armor, so let's grab some light armor. And then that's it. Fabulous. And then we're going to turn off the item menu. We're going to disable the item menu, so we're not going to be too cheaty. We're gonna, thank you. Go away. Put on our armor. So we got our jetpack and stuff, and we're going to resort this. We'll worry about weapons and stuff in a minute and put that in our inventory and stick that in our inventory. I just wanted the drill and the multi-charge to make getting through this just a little bit faster. There's some iron. Let's make use of our detector right quick, and then I'm going to bring you back when we've made some substantial progress and not bore you with this crap. And turn our jetpack on so we can move around a little bit easier. See, we've already reached level 2. See how fast that goes when Craterz isn't talking his head off?
Commander, I am tracking a faint electromagnetic signal not far away.
Thanks, Ida.
We should investigate, as it might be another escape pod or even a trace of the fleet.
Cool. Ida has turned into a circle. Sweet. This is new. Nice. That is actually kind of nice. I like that. All right. Mark the thing on the HUD. Thank you very much. I want to run over here and discover what this resource is. We're going to have to remap the entire planet. Another explorer token. Oops. For the carbon. Uh-oh. All right. That was iron. Where scientist cap is... Cap? Man, I can't even talk. Camp is obviously in front of us. Thank you. Can I have that? Thank you. Can I have that? Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes after we get our shelter built and placed, and then we'll go from there. This appears to be a farm, however, very backward, no visible technology. Be careful if you talk to anyone here. We don't know if they have seen us falling from the sky. Try to find out if they know anything. Okay. So apparently this is the new settlement, Chief. Oh, I got doggies. Why is that listed as a container? It is a crawler. It is. Down there in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, it says resource info. Container. He's got a couple warriors hanging around, too, and some new walls, and this has been redone. I wonder if we can steal his stuff still. Thank you. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, we know about that. We're going to take it anyway. Not going to make him mad, because there's no little red message thing down there. We're going to take that stuff, too. And we're going to take that stuff, too. Appreciate it. I need the stuffs. Ooh, a couple beds there. What you got in there? I don't know. It's a quest box. Hey, Chief, how you doing? You got anything new to add? Welcome, friends. What a rare occurrence. We haven't had a visitor from out of town in years. What brings you here? I am on a search. Sounds important. If I can, I'd be happy to help you out. I have a few questions if you don't mind. Sure, my friend. What would you like to know? I'm pretty sure this is going to be all the same, so we're just going to kind of quickly skip through it. Yeah, we know we need to get to Omicron, where the elders were from. Yep, the Zeraxian. What's your Zeraxian scums? Since 1368 standard years, GZE, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's the same. Can you tell me about the planet? Yeah, more questions? Is there anything interesting to discover? Maybe these legacies will help you in your search. Yes, okay. You have something... Oh, tell me about your people. Almost forgot that one. Yeah, that's all. It's all the same. And maybe this is different? Nope, go to the farms and the plantations. Thank you, Chief. I appreciate it. Can I steal your stuff over here? Yes, thank you. Hated that. And this is where... Oh, that's where that is. Okay. We will have that, too. Oh, this must be the Chief's bedroom. He's got a nice little wall torch. A little place for the air to escape. Is there a way on the roof? Besides the jetpack? Oh, no. The little ladder thingies are for decoration. All right, cool. And then we definitely got to head over to the supply bunker, and I parked a thing around here somewhere. And take that back over with a core, and we will just make use of the item menu here. Grab us a core, a standard one, and put that in our pockets, and there we go. Easy peasy. Okay, we'll get back to it in a little bit. And if you're wondering, did you actually build this again, Craterz? No. I turned creative mode on. As you can see here, now it is switched back to survival, and we're going to switch into creative mode. And I went into F2. I had taken a blueprint of it from our other save from episode 6, and I just spawned it in. I clicked spawn here and brought it right in. I didn't have to gather materials and stuff for it in the creative, so that was fine. And then I used the item menu to give me some fuel. Ooh, I didn't mean to run the guy over. Passed right through. But we do need to get... Thank you. Over here-ish somewhere. We're just gonna remove that. Well, that's fine. I can remove it later. You might notice in creative mode also the entire world is exposed in the map there, which is fine. But we put our little shelter over this way, right? I think it was here. Let's just get this thing out of the way. Drop it down to the deck, and we can spawn that in if we stand up straight. Yeah, I think it was by where this rock is, basically. Let's turn creative mode off for a second, and the item menu off, and gather us some stone. But I believe, because we had a nice view of the lake here, so I think I knocked these trees down, and we were sitting on this ledge right here-ish? Or maybe it was over here. Maybe it was right here. That's a nice view. Okay. So let's see what happens. Let's take a quick save. even name this. Can I edit it? Rename. Craterz Plays Games version 1.8.x part 2 episode 7 set. Okay. Now I'm going to quickly do another thing that you can't see me doing. Actually, I can show this off. It's not a big deal. I am making use of a utility. If it'll show up, is it going to show up? Okay, let's turn the game capture off. Maybe that'll help. There we go. So I have this file folder comparison utility. I've used it for a long, long time, but I am going to copy our new save into another location so we can keep track of it. And that's all I'm doing here. And like our last episode, I want to revert that back to what it was before we were playing around in it. Yes. And get rid of this shared stuff. I don't know what this was. Just delete that. And there we go. Now let's get the game back on. Now the reason I did that is so now I come in here, put it in creative mode, hit F2, and we did take a blueprint of our shelter and the bunker, but the bunker is in red for, oh, it's unlocked level 12, that's why. And we're going to spawn this in. Now, as you can see, it's weird, right? Because the, because you can see how I've buried it, right? So what I am trying to do now... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Apparently I hit the scroll wheel. Is kind of put it in the same location. So I'm coming over here so I can see where the thing is. Now if I want to rotate it. Can I rotate you? And bring it back towards me. Oh. Where is that? Oh, it's on that side. Rotate it again. There we go. And down. Yeah. And back towards me. Might have to get rid of a tree. Because it was something like that, right? We'll try that. We'll see how it looks. If it's not right, then we can just reload. Brother. Alright, we can reload the save. Well, I killed all the grass. Turn this jetpack off. Just pain. Could have just rebuilt the thing. I don't know why all the grass went away. It's fine. It's fine. Let's shut this creative mode back off. I might just rebuild it. But I think we're mostly okay. To be honest. I mean, besides the fact that all the grass went away. And I don't know if there's a way to redo that. There may be. But this is small enough. I'm probably going to reload the save and redo this anyway. So we don't lose all the grass and the vegetation and all the funky stuff. We'll try to put it in the same place, but, you know, whatever. See you in a minute. Oh boy. Okay. Having some troubles. So if I go in creative mode, and even if I put the frame down by itself, it's still wiping out all the vegetation, which is what I don't want. But it's not a big deal. But if I put this in the factory, grab our stone dust, which we need 278 of, you can see my pockets are full. But every time I pick it up and try to put it into the production, it won't let me because the blueprint disappears. I don't know what's going on. This is just weird. Factory prefab file not okay, deleted. Okay, I think I figured out what was going on. So apparently in between the updates, a few files got corrupted, I guess, during the updates. And so what I did is I went into Steam and revalidated the whole Empyrion installation, and I found 4 files that needed to be reacquired. So I've had this up for a few minutes now, and as you can see, we have everything ready to go. This is the stone frame module. We're going to start the production, and then we're going to go ahead and do finish blueprint. All right, anyway, we're going to spawn it right here. That is what we're going to do. So that fixed it up. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's just quit this. Exit that. I'll reload from our previous save before we try to do all that crap so we don't have the other one waiting. Let's go ahead and enable this again. There we go. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you come into your own Steam library and you got all your games listed, I've got these up here, favorites, and then open world. I categorize them basically because I got quite a few games. And you come down here to properties and then local files, and you can verify the integrity of the game files. So if you're having issues like we were just having, you click that, and if it finds any files, it will reacquire them from the Steam library of stuff, and it will re-put those files, which is exactly what it did for us. So that may be a thing for you in between the updates. So we did learn a thing so far and accomplished basically nothing. Great. Fantastic. All right, I'm getting back to work, get busy, get the thing loaded and that planted down and all built back up, and I don't want to mess up with the grass and stuff, so we're going to do it kind of the hard way. All right, see you in a minute.
Matrix taker detected. Configuration compatible. Imprinted access permission enabled. Key matrix generated.
All right, we're back. It's been a minute. It's been a little bit since the last clip. And the last clip, by the way, was the thing when we obtained the key matrix, and that was the new little video that it had there, and I almost missed that. Getting a recording of that. So that's what that was. And we're here at the bunker. We've retaken it. I did not find a turret, so I don't know what that was all about, if you recall from the updates. But as you can see, we got our solar panels back in place on both sides, and obviously we have retaken over the bunker. As you can see here, now it's ours once again. We'll run over to the shelter so I can show you that. But hopefully I got... Crouch. Okay, thank you. Well, I don't know why that came up when the other 40 times I've been walking in and out of this place. But what we're going to do here in the next few minutes is I'm going to re-inventory ourselves. So I've already got things replaced. I'm not sure if I matched the colors or not. We can shut this off. And adjusted some lighting, because this one was set horribly. But it was set in a spotlight mode, and it only did a little bit of light down here. And it was just nasty. But now we can actually see in here. We got our medic station back, although I think I have it oriented the wrong way. We haven't restocked yet, as you can see. Let's go ahead and sort that by item type and grab something to eat. There we go. There's supposed to be a turret somewhere. It did mention that. I am not... See if we can find it real quick. But as you can see, we do not have all of our stuff returned yet, although we're gaining slowly back on things. And we will get caught up here soon-ish. And I will show you how we will accomplish that. Let's toss this stuff in here. There's our key matrix. We'll hang on to that. Let's go ahead and get to the fridge. Toss that crap in there. Okay, good. I haven't really changed anything around here, although I did make this the ammo box instead of putting in the container controller back in the corner back here. So that's fine. This mysterious turret is supposed to be in here now. I thought it was this. Maybe it's another POI they were referring to? because there is no turret in this place. I did not get shot at when I came down here. Only by that one roaming little robot there. These guys, I didn't even shoot one guy in the face, so he lives and breathe. Well, doesn't breathe, but you know what I'm saying. So we got our core down in here. We do have it fully stocked on fuel, but that's fine. It'll eat through it at some point. We did run around and gather all of the things. I did rearrange in the back corner here, just slightly differently. Was there a turret in here by any chance? No? I don't know. So if you recall, this cargo box, I think it was episode 2 or 3, whatever, was laying down flat here on the floor. So I moved that over here. I stuck the solar capacitor in that alcove there. And I did not bring the ammo container controller and the 2 extensions and put them back in place. I just left these cargo pallets here, which is fine. And, but this place is once again ours, taken care of. We're not fully caught up yet, but we are getting there slowly but surely. We can go ahead and just close this door, and we're not going to be down here for a minute because we can do everything from up here somewhere. And we're going to start off here. Let's go ahead and shut our light back off. And if you give me just a second, and I am going to pull up the images, so I'm going to pause the game by hitting the pause button on your keyboard. Excuse me. The pause break button. If you're on a laptop, you don't have the all the 10 key stuff. You can use I'll remap it to like the single quote key right next to enter on most keyboards. I will use that instead, which is what I do on my laptop. Yeah, so be right back. Okay. Oops, wrong button. I hit the single quote button. Now I got to find the right image. So I got to do things. Well, okay. We'll just open this up, and right now the image I have is of the supply bunker ammo container controller that is formerly there. So we are going to flip over to the ammo box, and what was in there was 1,000 rounds of 15 millimeter cartridges. So if we turn on the item menu here, make sure that is on. Escape out of that. And if I haven't mentioned it, and I don't think I did, I think I've put a little note where I said if you hit the tilde key, which on most keyboards is right next to the numeric 1 at the top of all the letters, right above the tab key typically. If you hit that key, this is how you get the console up. And now that we have that, we're going to hit H to bring up this menu. We're just going to go right here, and here's 15 millimeter bullets. Now, I wish there was a way where you can have these, but you can, if you, let's drag those over there for a second. If you right click on them, you will get singles, right? But if you shift or control, it doesn't do anything except still singles. And then if you trash those, if you left click on it, you get the entire stack. I wish there was more control over that, but there is not. So it is what it is. So we'll toss those 1,000 rounds in there, and I'm going to switch to the next image. And now we have our fuel and oxygen box, and I forgot to set one of those, so we got to go pick one. And we're going right back downstairs where I really didn't want to go. It's fine. I even forgot where I put this. And little mood lighting going here. And I think it was that one, actually. I think it was this one. So if we stare at sternly and press P, and then we come under here, that container is already selected for us because that's what we were looking at. And we are going to make this, I don't know what number it's going to be. So let's just put 7 because I think we got some others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it doesn't really matter. I just want them in some kind of order, but I don't particularly care what order. And we're just going to use this for fuel and oxygen. And hit enter on that and close that out. And then we're going to hit H. And what I had in here, if I can find it, is, boy, this is going to be a nightmare to get through. So we had fuel, no, energy, Nope. Oh boy. Biofuel. That's an easy one. There's 128 of that. Instead of single clicking through like that, we're just going to do that and just have these. Now I can have them. If I right click on that, I can have them. That doesn't sound right, but I could split that. What am I doing? Oh, darn it. We're going to turn creative mode here on it for a second so we have a massive inventory. Pick those back up. Thank you. So now our volume, it doesn't matter. What we want is 128 of those. Stick that in our pocket. Get rid of that. It's fine. It's not that box. It's that one up there. We will toss those in there. Now if I can find, what are those things called? I forgot. Fuel packs. That's what I thought. What? Okay. So H again and fuel. Didn't I already try that? Apparently. We only had 4 of these. And then O2. Unfortunately, I can't put oxygen for this stuff, but they were 57 of these things. So right click, trash, right click, trash, right click, trash, right click, trash. That's close enough. And then we will drop those four in there. And 57 of these. Okay, and trash those. And then if I select the next image here, we are in the constructor inbox. So this one's going to be a bit of a challenge because this one had all the things in it. And then we got to find them, which is going to be even more fun. Woohoo! So we had some of them spare part things. Oh, there's the fuel packs. Okay, that makes sense. There they are. So we had 3 of those. And don't mind if you hear squeakers and chewing things. Cooper has just eaten and he's got a bit of energy, so he's playing right now. 2 of these things. Coolant. Some bottles of water. 46 of those. So let's just do this trick again. All right. And then we got some information on the screen for that we've seen before. That's close enough. And unfortunately, we can't, this won't fill up. Darn it. I shouldn't have done that. It's only going to put stuff on our toolbar. It's not going to drop it straight in our inventory. So that's an issue. But we can take, where'd it go? Oh, darn it. I am doing all the wrong things. 3 of those. Do we have any already? We do not. So let's put those in there. Let's put those in there. And we do not have any water either. And we had 46 of those. There we go. And 1 large container of water. 1 of them. Very heavy. Very heavy. We had, I don't think these matter, but now I gotta find them. I think they're in here, actually. Nope, I am wrong. Maybe they are in here? Nope. I don't even know what they're called. Oh, here they are. Plant fibers. And then I'm going to speed this up in editing from this point on so we don't have to suffer through it so badly. Or I could just skip it and show you. Here's the image. Here's what we got. Here's the image. Here's what we got. We're going to stick this in the inventory. Actually, I just stick this stuff in the inventory. I'll bring it back down later. Turn this off. No sorting. Thank you. And then this will make it a little easier getting all of the items. We had 16 of these. A couple of those. The little gun parts. We had 1 of those. We had 30 of Sathium plates. Two of those. And some wood, or wood planks. We had 45 of them. Let's just do this trick. Okay. 193 wood logs. Do that again. So you get the idea of what I'm doing here. So this is the best way I know how to get back to the same place that you once were in a save. And that's close enough. This is 1446, by the way. There were 8 stone dust, wherever that may be hiding. It's right in front of my face. Okay, that's a bunch of stuff. We'll just drop that in there. And, so this is what I hate. Okay. There we go. We already got the oh no, we did not. One of them, I don't know why that was in there. There was one of those in there, apparently. 864 of them bad boys. Two those. And a couple of those. One of them. 11 of these things. Energy matrix. These weird looking things, where are they? 5 of those. One of those. One of them. And then some ores. We had 2 of those. All right. Toss that over there. One of those. Toss that over there. 4. Oh, I missed all the iron. I missed all the ingots. And I missed a bunch of stuff. Okay. So we'll have to figure that out. 4 of those. Uh, 17 of those. And 5 of magnesium ore. Okay. Good. Oh, Sathium plates. Oh. I know, a few extra here and there is really not going to matter. Like the wood. We really don't care. That's a little extra. That's fine. That's a little extra. That's fine. It's a copper. It's the ingots that I'm missing and magnesium powder. Okay. So we had 353 of these. 80 of those. 727 of those. 14. Okay. So that means all of those are backwards. All right. Yeah, I honestly think this should be sorted the other way. This way. Sure. That doesn't matter. All right. So I think we're set. I think so. Something is not matching. No, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish rows. Oh, we got some extra stuff like that. So we'll get rid of that. 46, and that's looking pretty good. Oh, we're missing stone. Oh, we didn't have a power coil. Kind of want to keep it. It's fine. We didn't have one. We are missing 500 stone-ish. Oops. Close enough. Okay. And we got those. We're a couple off, but that's fine. We actually had 353, not 351, 80, 727, 1440, close enough. Need a bit more magnesium powder, another 50 of that, and ish. We did not have metal scraps. I thought we had metal scraps. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Some glass plates, get rid of that. All right, we're looking pretty good. Close enough that it's not going to really matter. We only had a couple of those. It's fine. We can always make more with the things anyway. So if we got a few more, as long as we're, you know, fairly close, within 10, plus or minus 10, I'll be happy with that. And I'm happy with that. So, okay, so you get an idea of what I'm doing. So this is what I'm going to go. I'm going to go around and do that to everything. I'm probably not going to show you because it's kind of boring what I'm doing. But this is how you, when Eleon comes out with a an update that breaks your save, right? So, oh, I didn't get that. Thank you. I'll have that. Thank you very much. I forgot to. Oh, we did that. We did that already. The important one, I think, is going to be this one because that all had all of our special stuff, including our Explorer tokens, which is what I'm most worried about, and other BS. Get that stuff back on our thing. Oh. Oops, not that. No. Oh, I'm in creative mode. I forgot. Shut that off. And be sure that you turn, before you exit the game, be sure to switch this back to survival. If you started in survival, you want to keep this in survival. Or else weird things can happen. As it says, you can have some issues, especially with terrain and other things if you don't do that. And we'll throw that in there. Here we go. We had more ammo and stuff in our inventory. We'll handle that at off camera. Because we're actually running out of time. So hopefully I've put this video together. I know I'm kind of stitching it in pieces here and there, recording a clip, doing some things, recording a clip, doing some things, getting surprised by something new and doing some things. But as you can see, we've been back around most of the planet. We got a little area here, but I've discovered all of the deposits, as you can see over there. We have not made it back to the snow moon yet. Ninges, I think it was called. So we still got to get over there and tackle all of that crap. But it's fine. We will get there and do that. And in the meantime, if there's something else I run across... Oh, before we go, doors opening and closing very loudly. Let's make a quick run over to the... shelter. Fabulous. And they, while we're here, they have changed the lighting in this. They have done something to the lighting because it's really hard to see with the lights on at night, especially if it's pitch black. Oh, whoa! I shot the gap. Okay. Yeah, we can shut those lights back off. And it is awful. The lights, the flashlight, the headlights on the HV here are terrible. I don't know what they did, but they need to undo it. Because it's nasty. You can't see. You're just blinded by the... I don't even know how to say it. The spot effect of a light? if that makes any sense. Like your headlights in at nighttime, if you're driving down the road, riding a bike, or using a flashlight or something, and it's a little bit foggy out, you can kind of see how the light is projecting. And it's doing the same thing in the game, but about 100 times worse. Shut this off real quick. So we're over here. The things are not exactly the same, of course, because I basically rebuilt. So those may not be in the same place. I'm missing an oxygen tank because I got to playing around and I used these little kind of quarter blocks to support the solar panels up. And I forgot to put the oxygen tank back in. It's fine, it's fine. Our little frame HV is sitting over here. The generator is in here, back into the ground. Of course, we slapped this thing down. It is sitting a little lower to the ground. Oh, I need to fix that up. We'll just do that. I dug it out a little bit too much. It's fine. Fixed up. It's okay. It'll be fine. We'll level this, flatten that out a little bit. It's gonna do weird stuff. Oh boy. Okay. No, I don't want to drill it. That's fine. So it's sitting a little bit lower in the ground, so I no longer have any stairs here. I don't remember. I gotta have to go back and watch the episode, or open up the save actually, and figure out if there was anything here. I know we had our bed, our stupid little coffee table, and the seat over here, the modern bathroom, and the modern shower over here. I don't think we had the food processor in here, and the small constructor was sitting over here. And I don't recall what I had sitting here. So this is just what I placed. It's a little bit different, but it's fine. And then we got 2 lights in here instead of just the 1. So I'm okay with that as well. It's not like we're going to spend a lot of time here anymore anyway. So we do have our key matrix back. And as you saw in the little clip here just before, at the beginning of all of this crap. And yeah, we're going to wrap this up and get things going. I got to shorten this a little bit somehow. I got to cut some crap out because we're already well over the clock. I want to keep this at least at about an hour, maybe, hopefully a little shorter than that. But things are back, and hopefully I've provided you with the information you need to do what we've just done, is basically get back to where we're at. I am going to continue to do stuff off camera. Get back to Ningaz, get the other things sorted out, all of our inventory sorted out, and yeah. And then we will pick up in the next episode from the end of the last episode. If that makes any sense. All right, folks. Hey, before I let you go, take care of you and yours, and please be safe out there. Have a good one.